Today I'm going to show you how to make backyard charcoal that you can use to melt down aluminium. All you're going to need for this project is a couple of tins, whether that be baby formula tins or a coffee tin, doesn't matter as long as it's made of sturdy aluminium, and some wood. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is flip over one of the cans you've got, and we're going to cut out the bottom with a can opener. This should be pretty easy. Once you've done that, you can dispose of the empty husk. All you need is the bottom. Now the bottom of this will act as a lid for your other container that you're actually going to be making the charcoal in. Now that we've got our lid cut out, we can flip over the container and poke in some ventilation holes. This will really allow the heat to get in and really essentially cook the wood. I don't know if this step is necessary, but I've had great success doing it this way, and hopefully you do too. I'm using a hatchet as a hammer here just to sort of minimize the amount of tools you would actually need, and to make the holes just use a screw or something with a bit of girth. Now that all our holes are poked, you can see why we use the bottom as a lid. It's a perfect fit without being airtight. Now you're ready to put some wood in here. Try and get yourself some large pieces of wood, but small enough to be manageable. I found that 4-inch sections are good, and you can split them down. Just note that once you've cooked them, they will be considerably smaller. That's just something I've noticed. Any bits of bark and stuff don't really matter. I also used green wood for my first batch, and it worked like a charm. I couldn't believe it. I wasn't sure if green wood would work, but yeah, some freshly cut down trees in my yard and got fresh charcoal out of it. Right, now on to how you're going to set up your fire. You'll want to use some bricks or something to prop up your container. That way the heat can really get in and around it. I've had great success just using some bricks, but you can use anything that works for you. Now you'll want to prop up your fire and build a sort of tent out of firewood around it. You really want to keep this going for about 3 to 5 hours. I've had pretty good success with 5 hours with a constant flame. And then after the 5 hours, I just let it die out and on its own, and I check back on it later on, and it's good to go. This was shot the morning after I'd let it burn out through the night, and there you go, congratulations, you've cooked wood. Now, I didn't want to just leave it here, because I really wanted to know if it was usable, and to prove that, I figured why not just heat up the forge and see how it goes. I decided to start out my testing by simply seeing if it would hold a flame, and seeing if it would keep embers, and I did this with just a bit of a jet lighter type of thing. You can buy these off of eBay for, I think I paid maybe $5. Wasn't very expensive, and it's incredibly handy. And to my surprise, because I was really worried this wasn't going to work, it held the ember brilliantly. So I figured, okay, I'll take it to the next step. I'll throw in some fire starters and get the forge blowing. Now, I know my voiceover hasn't exactly been the best, but at least right now you'll thank me, because mind your ears, but this is what you were missing out on. Pretty exciting stuff, hey? Anyway, I've kicked up some fire starters and really got it going. I decided to throw in my crucible and fill up the brim, and next up I guess we'll throw a can in and see how it goes.